Hi everybody, it's Miss Judy. I just was on YouTube and found out that I was tagged. It's from Passion for Crafting, and evidently she is tagging people to share the 20 items that are essential tools that you use in scrapbooking. So I have a whole thing here full of items, so I'm going to go through them quickly for you and just share some of the things that I find are my essential things I have to have. So one thing is a good pair of scissors, and I have a pair from Close to My Heart, and they are very sharp, very good. I love the fact that I can put the little cover on it. So Close to My Heart scissors. Another thing, old fingers need tweezers, and I definitely have old fingers, and I definitely use my tweezers a lot. So a good set of tweezers. Another thing that I use is this roller, and when I'm doing my Cricut cuts, I have found that if I just take a couple of seconds and roll down the paper before I put it in the machine, I get great cuts. I love this roller for that. This roller for that. Of course, the ATG gun, one of the best things I've ever invested in for lots and lots of use of tape on cards and projects. Another thing I really like is using gel pens. And gel pens are come in different colors. They're great for doodling on your projects. So, a gel pen in any colors. Great item again, score tape. When you're doing those little 3D dimensional projects, putting little boxes together, putting card holders together, just anything. Score tape is easy to use. I love the fact that you just pull out, put on, and tear off what you need. No need for scissors on that. Another thing is a sponge dauber. And I love my sponge daubers, and I have a little box that I keep them in, and the various colors are put at the top so that I can reuse them for whatever color I might be inking. Then another thing is a good bonding glue stick. Close to My Heart makes this Bonding Memories glue stick. It's very good for running through things that you're going to glue down. Punches. I have a box full of punches. I love punches. I think these are great for borders, for scrapbooking, for card making. You can always have a few little items left after you punch something that you can reuse. This is the latest one I bought. It's from Fiskars, and it's a heart punch. Another thing is a scoreboard. I have a large scoreboard, but I also have the small Score Buddy from ScorePal, and it's great for just doing small projects and cards and things like that. Goes along with my big one. Easy to transport. Another thing is a Cuttlebug. I'm not going to get my Cuttlebug out, but I do have a Cuttlebug. I use it a lot. I love it. Another thing that I have are the Close to My Heart organizer boxes that they just came out with. I'm not going to show you that, but I do have those, and I love those because it's a tool that helps me put things in good places. Also, another thing that I use a lot is my mat from Close to My Heart. I use it as a measuring tool. I can use it as a guide for doing a scoring or a cutting or a folding, and you can use both sides of this. One is a soft side if you're going to be punching something, putting little holes or things like that. So I use that as an essential. Another thing is my Crop-A-Dile, and I couldn't find it, but I know it's somewhere, and I do use it a lot because it's good for punching holes through lots of pieces of paper. Also, it is good for setting eyelets and things like that. Another thing that I love are stickles, and they come in lots of colors. They're a very useful tool for adding that little bit of sparkle to something that you're making. Kind of clearing this place off, right? Another thing that I do not know where I got this. I've had it a long time, but it's just a little, I call it a poker. And sometimes when you're doing cuts with your Cricut or cutting something, you find that all the things are not going to pop out when you get it off the mat. So I had this little poker, and I can go through and finish up taking things off the design that I've cut. Another thing is a piercing tool set. I love that. It's small, easy to transport, and it comes with the piercing tool, and I have several things in this little pocket of stuff that I keep together. And the last, almost last, I don't know, I'm going over 20, close to my heart, just came out with a product when you're making those gorgeous flowers, those rolled flowers. And this is actually called a quilling pin, and it's got 2 different sizes. Say you're doing a really small flower, you can roll it up with this smaller end. If you were doing one that was a little bit larger, it has a nice end here, and it's great for rolling those flowers. The last thing I want to share is called Quickie Glue. And I buy these pens from Amazon, and it's a glue pen, but it's just got a little tiny point. And it's great for doing just a little dot of glue somewhere that you might need it. So, those are my 20 things. I've got 20 more. I'll slip this in quick dry adhesive. I have to stop though. Those are at least 20 things or more that I find are essentials for scrapbooking. And I appreciate the tag, Passion for Crafting. This has been fun, and I've enjoyed going through the other gals who have been tagged and looking at the tools that they all use. So, thank you so much for watching, guys, and have a great day. I love talking to all of you, and I love talking to myself. Ta-ta!